My performance was solid. In a good first round match that I got to play very focused, and well, yeah, the biggest obstacle and challenge today was the serve. I knew that I was dealing with a good server, and I've spoken how his serve is really good if he's switched on. And I found ways to return as many balls as I could today. Get started with rallies, and I was really feeling my backhand change of direction really well. I was able to just navigate the ball from left to right with ease, which helped a lot. And it was not easy, because I feel like he didn't have much to lose. He's just kind of getting started after being absent for a long time, and he was playing free. He was hitting the ball. So with big hitters like him that don't give much rhythm, it can always be very challenging getting what you want on court and kind of imposing your game. It kind of felt a little bit messy in the beginning of the match, and I was trying to get as much into the rhythm as I could, but at times it felt like just unexpected and abrupt in ways that he would hit the ball and the ways he would just use my pace against his pace. But eventually it turned out well. Yeah, I did feel good on the court. The nerves kind of mellowed and made me even calmer throughout the entire match, and I really felt confident on the third set to kind of end it and strategically did the right things towards the end.
Good. Thank you. Matt, good.
Stefanos, Matt Futterman from the New York Times. You mentioned you're moving your backhand around. I'm curious, did you ever, when you were growing up, hit with a two-handed backhand, or was it one-handed from the beginning?
I switched to, and I committed to a single-handed backhand at the age of 8. And I remember the phase that I was in between, deciding which one am I going to follow. And I remember showing up at practice on Monday, playing the entire practice double-handed backhand. Then next day on Tuesday, I would just decide, you know what, I want to play single-handed backhand. And that kept going for weeks and weeks. And then I remember my second coach at the time, I remember that moment very well. He kind of made fun of me. He says, "Steph, are you ever going to decide what you're going to follow?" And kind of joked that day, and I took it seriously. So I said, single-hand backhand it is. I'm just committing to that. I'm going all the way, no looking back, and it stuck since then, and it's my signature shot today. It kind of defines me.
And do you ever have any regrets about it, given the way the game has gone? And
well, the game has definitely shifted towards more double-handed backhands. Safer shot, some may say. Easier to control, others may say. But I still have faith and belief in the single-hand backhand, and I'm here to kind of not have it die. I won't say successor, but the reason I do play a single-hand backhand is because of Roger, and I kind of in a way want to be his successor. As big as this may sound, I'm not even near that yet, but he definitely gave me a reason to pursue a single-hand backhand, and that's definitely a reason why. And also Pete Sampras was my hero growing up. So these two tennis players make this shot for me extra special. It kind of sits in my heart deeply because I really want to be like them. I don't want to copy them, but I want to just acknowledge their greatness through that shot.
Andrew?
Steph, you played your next opponent once last year on grass. I'm just curious how much you remember from that match, if you remember.
I do remember, yes. Newcomer at the time. Well, much more experienced now than he was then. He can serve well. He has a very loose game. He plays very loose, similar to Ben Shelton that I got to play in Cincinnati. So I'm facing a left-hander, which gives different rotations and different feelings when you have to face players like this, as opposed to players that are right-handed. I hope I get enough practice to go out there on Wednesday and do my thing the way I wanted to.
Have you seen him at all since that match, or not much?
Yes, I have seen him from time to time. He's a talented kid. He has talent, you know. He can feel the ball. He can do a lot of things with the ball. So that is definitely something that I have in mind, having to face you.
Okay. Matt, go ahead.
Can you explain how? I mean, it seems like you really got healthy from where you were in March, April, and yet you've pretty much played consistently. How is it that you're able to get your body in good shape without taking much time off?
Well, when you do this for years and years, your body gets acclimatized and adjusted to this procedure, let's call it. I've wondered the same. I mean, knock on wood. I haven't been badly injured. I did have an injury after the Australian Open, which hurt me a lot. And I had an Indian Wells and a Miami tournament, these two tournaments that I didn't really wanted to approach a different way, but I wasn't able to. So yeah, regardless of that happened, but I bounced back. I came back healthier after a few months. I think it took 2 months to get back on track the way I wanted it to be. So clay court swing was okay. How do I do it? With lots of fitness, with lots of maintenance. Maintenance, I mean taking care of my body, with recovery and the right supplementation to make sure the engine is running properly. I mean, all these things are type of cliches. You know, every player has to do those things in order to prevent injuries, but also stay healthy during their career. And I make sure I do the best possible to ensure my well-being and health when I perform at such high levels against players that, you know, demand the best out of you. So I have a feeling that I do play a lot, but I do enjoy it at the same time, and it makes me feel good being out on the court competing.